In today's video, we'll be going over how to get up and running using Docker. So we will pull some Docker images from our public repo and then just show you how to run those so you can get up and running and developing very, very quickly. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to create a network system for our GridDB instance to run with our Docker. So to do this, we would just run this command. So basically we're telling Docker to create a network with X name. So our name here will just go simple GridDB net. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then next we want to actually pull our GridDB image. So we've actually prepared this on our public repo. So to grab that, you can just pull from there. So if you run this command, it should pull the image for you. Okay, so now that we've pulled the image, let's just make sure that it actually exists on our machine. So that's how you check all the images that are currently installed. So next, let's actually run the container so that we can see if we can query against our database. So for GridDB, it's an in-memory database. So that generally means that all data is destroyed when you kill the database. In this case, if you kill the container. But we can also have GridDB so that it flushes data out onto disk once you're done using it. So to do that, we'll need to create a volume with our Docker. So let's create a volume. Let's just call it GridDB data. So now we've got the volume created. So next we'll actually run our container, but we'll use some options here. So first we'll specify the network we created earlier, GridDB net, and then the name, GridDB server, and then our mount, which would be the volume we just created. So GridDB data, and then we need to set target. So the target would just be where GridDB normally stores its data. So that would be here in var lib grid store data, and then we just do the name of the repo. And that should hopefully run, assuming I didn't make any typos. Oh, must be running from earlier, so we can just remove this and then try that again. Okay, and I guess we can. So this is the command to check containers that are actually running. So here you can see that it's created, say, 11 seconds ago. Perfect. That's good. So our server containers up and running. The next thing is the client. So this is actually where our applications will live. So first we're doing the Python client. So we figured it's the most popular. So we'll do it the same way we did the server. So we'll just go ahead and pull that from our repo. So this is the name itself. So now that we successfully pulled the Python image that we put on the repo, let's just actually make sure that it is there on our machine. So we can see here that it's actually running now. So the way we set this up is our GridDB, this image is actually a GridDB database instance, and if you want to write new applications, the best way is just to have your application be in its own container, and then we'll just query this container against the original one. So for this Python example that is actually publicly available, we are just having it run the sample code that comes with your Python installation from GitHub. So if we run this as we were to run a normal container, it should print out the result of that sample code. So let's just run this. So to do this, we don't need to specify the amount this time. So this time, because this is inserting and printing at the same time, so we don't need persistent storage. So we'll just do the network, and then so this is how we actually communicate between containers. So that's already been set up for you, and then we'll just do the image name. And if this is right, it should just print out some sample code that's in there, some sample results. So hopefully this works. Okay, perfect. So yeah, if you ever look at the sample code, this is right. So that works. So there's also if you read the blog itself, there's also a Java version of this Python client container. So if you prefer Java, you can do that, and then we'll probably be adding the rest of them eventually down the line, Node.js or Go or Perl or PHP or something. So look forward to that. So actually I believe that's it for this video. Okay, so that's all. So as always, all the relevant information will be posted down in the description below. Have a good one. Thank you.